আপনারা শুনছেন কমিউনিটি রেডিও জেইউ 90.8 মেগাহার্টজ। যাদবপুর বিশ্ববিদ্যালয়ের এই বেতার সম্প্রচার বিশ্ববিদ্যালয়ের টেকনিক্যাল এডুকেশন কোয়ালিটি ইমপ্রুভমেন্ট প্রোগ্রামের অংশ। সব রকম মানুষের প্রয়োজনে আমরা দায়বদ্ধ ভিন্ন ধরনের মননশীল অনুষ্ঠান প্রচারে। কমিউনিটি রেডিও জেইউ 90.8 মেগাহার্টজ।
শুনছেন যাদবপুর বিশ্ববিদ্যালয়ের নিজস্ব রেডিও স্টেশন 90.8 মেগাহার্টজে। অনুষ্ঠান কেমন লাগছে আমাদের জানাবেন। আপনারা আমাদের জানালে আমরা খুশি হব। 2414-6060 2414 60 2414-6060 2414 60।
আপনি শুনছেন কমিউনিটি রেডিও জেইউ 90.8 মেগাহার্টজ। সঙ্গে রয়েছি আমি সুস্মিতা। আজ 24শে ডিসেম্বর 2019 যাদবপুর বিশ্ববিদ্যালয়ে অনুষ্ঠিত হয়ে গেল 64তম বার্ষিক সমাবর্তন অনুষ্ঠান। অনুষ্ঠানের শুভ সূচনা হয় সঙ্গীতের মধ্যে দিয়ে। যাদবপুর বিশ্ববিদ্যালয়ের সমাবর্তন অনুষ্ঠানে বিশেষ আকর্ষণ কৃতি ছাত্রছাত্রীদের সম্বর্ধনা জ্ঞাপন।
By virtue of the authority vested in me as the Vice Chancellor of Jadavpur University, I admit you to your respective degrees, and I charge you that ever in your thought and action you prove yourself worthy of the honors conferred on you.
এবার শুনে নেব অনুষ্ঠানে উপস্থিত ভাইস চ্যান্সেলর সুরঞ্জন দাসের কথা।
Eminent members of the Court and Executive Council, my esteemed Pro-Vice Chancellors, my distinguished Deans of Faculties and Registrar, my distinguished colleagues, eminent alumni, proud parents and relatives of graduating students, friends from the media, and of course, my dear students. On behalf of the university community, let me take this opportunity to warmly welcome you to the 64th annual convocation of this university, which, as you know, has been able to create its own niche in the world of learning, both at national and international level. As you are aware, we are having this convocation in a rather unprecedented circumstances. The Honorable Chancellor, because of an agitation, could not enter the campus. but the members of the University Court had a meeting at the OAT itself and decided that in order to ensure that the academic interests of the students do not suffer, in terms of the particular statute which empowers the Vice Chancellor to preside over the function in the absence of the Chancellor, the members of the University Court in its meeting today unanimously resolved that the Vice Chancellor should preside over the convocation and go ahead with the convocation so that the academic interests do not suffer. And it is in that context this convocation is being held. Since we have begun the convocation with considerable delay because of unfortunate happenings, I prefer not to read the speech. The speech has already been circulated. I'll just highlight the main points so that we can go straight to the convocation ceremony. It is with a sense of embarrassment that I extend this welcome to you, since I had ended my address at last year's convocation on a note of farewell. However, since my term as Vice Chancellor was extended after the 2018 convocation, and I have always tried to serve this interest to the best of my ability, I am here again today to report the attainments of the University over the past 12 months. As always, I remain grateful to my colleagues for the help, advice, support and constructive criticism I have received, and look forward to receiving more of the same as I strive to help steer the remarkable higher education institution of which all of us are proud, remembering what Gurudev Rabindranath Tagore remarked on 14th August 1906 on the occasion of the foundation of the Bengal National College, the precursor of the present Jadavpur University. I quote, জগতের মধ্যে ভারতবাসী যে একটা বিশেষ অধিকার আছে, সেই অধিকারের জন্য আমরা জাতীয় বিদ্যালয় আমাদিগকে প্রস্তুত করিবে। আজ এই মহতী আশা হৃদয় লইয়া আমরা এই নতুন বিদ্যাভবনের মঙ্গলাচরণে প্রবৃত্ত হইলাম। সুশিক্ষার লক্ষ্য নেই যে তা মানুষকে অভিভূত করে না, তা মানুষকে মুক্তিদান করে। Unquote. At this year's convocation, graduate degrees will be awarded to 609 students in arts, 988 students in engineering and technology, and 203 students in science. Postgraduate degrees will be awarded to 818 students in arts, 428 students in engineering and technology, and 291 students in science. 198 candidates will receive their MPhil degree. PhD degrees will be conferred upon 11 scholars in arts, 120 scholars in engineering and technology, 18 scholars in pharmacy, and 163 scholars in science. Medals will be presented to the students and scholars in recognition of their attainments. The university warmly congratulates the recipients of the degrees and prizes after years of concentrated hard work. I compliment the Controller of Examinations and his staff for completing the examination program in time. The convocation marks yet another significant landmark in the university's quest for excellence. The university faculty members, individually and collectively, have significantly enriched our country's knowledge economy. This has been aptly recognized both at home and abroad. It is, however, a matter of deep regret that although our university is among the 10 public institutions of the country which has been accorded by the Government of India with the status of institution of eminence, we are encouraging some stumbling blocks to receive this particular status. The Government of West Bengal has declared our university a Center of Excellence, announced a financial grant of ₹100 crores, and provided us with a piece of land in the New Town area. I may mention in this context that in recent national and international rankings, West Bengal's two leading universities, Jadavpur University and Calcutta University, has secured either first or second positions among state universities of the country. This indicates the level of excellence attained by the higher education sector in our state, which would not have been possible without the government support. It is a matter of deep regret that this achievement is often ignored. My faculty colleagues are currently involved with 54 public-sponsored research projects. University has the unique distinction of pursuing and enriching interdisciplinary studies. During the past 1 year, my colleagues have continued to register the effective and rewarding presence in national and international conferences. During the period under review, my colleagues have published a considerable number of papers. The high quality of such publications is attested to by 149H index as per Scopa's estimate. Since the last convocation, the university organized 72 seminars and workshops, of which 9 were international and the rest national. The university press has an active public press publication section. Its publication record is impressive and has attracted international and national recognition. In tune with the demands of globalization, in which India is participating, our university has also effectively participated in the internationalization of the Indian higher education system. On behalf of the university, I compliment the director of the UGC Human Resource Development Center for effectively organizing the programs of HRDC. The university's constant quest for excellence is nourished by rich library collection and the dedication of the library staff. Our students constantly bring laurels to the university through their curricular, co-curricular and extracurricular attainments. At the same time, our students, and I am proud of it, they remain critical and constructive members of the civil society, aware of the happenings outside the campus. Significantly, ours is perhaps the only university of the world which was a product of a student struggle. Not unnaturally, the 12,000 strong student community remains a driving force for our university. Within its financial constraints, university seeks to meet the requirements of the students, although not to the fullest satisfaction of either the student community or the administration. I try my best to respect the democratic rights of the students and other sections of the university community and remain committed to student empowerment. Although I do hope that my worthy students would exercise their democratic rights within democratic parameters. The preceding year was particularly eventful for student participation in sports and games. Jadavpur University has retained its credit in pioneering the University Academia Industry Partnership Program in West Bengal. Yet another indication of university success in fostering the linkage with industry is our impressive record in the matter of campus recruitment. The university sustains its legacy of maintaining a constructive relationship with the broader sections of the society. The alumni of Jadavpur University represent the best of the symbiotic relationship between the alumni and the institution. With the support of regional, national and international chapters, the alumni have unwaveringly upheld the cause of the alma mater. The university gratefully places on record and guidance it receives from the alumni and the National Council of Education, the parent body of the university. The university has been able to sustain its continuous quest for excellence because of its cooperative system of governance based on the involvement of all sections of the university community to meet the challenges of the administration. I compliment the dexterity and dedication of all teachers, officers, employees and deans of faculty. I also take this opportunity to sincerely express my gratitude to my following fellow faculty colleagues for effectively discharging additional duties: Professor Shamantak Das, Professor Abhijit Gupta, Professor Gopinath Bhaduri and Professor Shomiran Chattopadhyay. Our university shares with other universities the agony of inadequate financial support from federal funding agencies. The contribution from the UGC accounts for only 11% of the university's annual budget. We remain indebted to the government of West Bengal for providing us with 77.97% of our financial requirement. I particularly express gratitude to the state government for providing financial help in 2019-20 to 2750 students of the university under Konyashri and Oikosri Prokolpo, Swami Vivekananda Merit Cum in Scholarship and Swami Vivekananda Non-Net Fellowship Scheme. I put on record my appreciation of the efforts being undertaken in modernizing the accounting system and adopting measures for optimum utilization of resources. Without the unqualified support of state government, the university would not have been able to sustain itself in this increasingly global and national competitive milieu. Compared to the countries which won independence almost at the same time as India did, our country's education system has expanded significantly, making it the second largest in the world. Yet, the structure remains plagued by multiple insufficiencies. To meet the challenges of higher education in the country, the Indian government has adopted many schemes, the latest being the draft 2019 National Education Policy, which is scheduled to become a reality in the coming days. This new policy is certainly innovative in many ways, but it has also raised some wild concerns and apprehensions which need to be addressed. Such concerns include the higher education becoming the victim of overt centralization, commercialization, elitism, and homogenization, undermining cultural and regional pluralism. However, the basic need of the hour is to sustain within the Indian education system the idea of an university, an issue which regrettably has not been adequately addressed by our policy planners. Thinkers from Immanuel Kant, Rabindranath Tagore and Mahatma Gandhi had conceived the modern university as an autonomous sphere for producing learners who would theorize and question existing knowledge, thus becoming embodiments of modernity. And the state was urged to support the process. We thus need to develop universities as sites of deliberations and debates, where the community should be trained to learn, unlearn, and relearn, reminding ourselves of Derrida's Partisan comment, I quote, "The university professes the truth and is its profession. It declares and promises an unlimited commitment to the truth," unquote. For a country like India, which bears a legacy of pluralism, multiculturalism, and assimilative civilization, a modern university needs to particularly nurture the spirit of cohesion and engagement of citizens, remembering Tagore's idea of a university developing a bond of federation. Unfortunately, instead there is now a fear that our universities are being increasingly trapped by forces of commodification, where professors will be known as educational entrepreneurs, designing courses according to market compatibility and promoting straight-jacketed and homogenized teaching processes in a bid to secure for the institutions a high place in academic rankings. Jadavpur University does participate in competitive rankings, and this record has been commendable. Yet, our university consciously seeks not to remain a neat and discrete entity. While I stress the importance of preserving the idea of university, I pay my tribute to the memory of the distinguished literature Naborita Devchen, whom we lost recently, who was one of our most eminent alumni and later served this university with distinction. As I conclude, on my own behalf and on behalf of the university, I extend heartiest congratulations to my students who will be receiving today their hard-earned and well-deserved degrees. But let me also take this opportunity to remind my students that graduation is not the end, it is the beginning. You will be now entering a new and difficult world. Some of you may have to travel along hitherto uncharted paths, but I am sure that fortified with liberal education that you have received from this temple of learning, you will be able to meet all challenges in your life and remain the best ambassadors of alma mater wherever you live and whatever profession you join. May I remind my graduating students how Aurobindo Ghosh dreamt of the Bengal National College, the precursor of our university, and I quote, "Such a time has now arrived for our motherland, when nothing is dearer than a service, when everything else is to be directed to that end. If you will study, study for a sake, train yourself, body and mind and soul for a service," unquote. I hope that driven by this spirit, the students receiving the degrees today will become positive and creative members of a civil society to make India a better place to live in. Thanking you all and wishing you a very and happy, peaceful 2020.
কমিউনিটি রেডিও জেইউ 90.8 মেগাহার্টসে এতক্ষণ শুনলেন যাদবপুর বিশ্ববিদ্যালয়ের 64তম বার্ষিক সমাবর্তন অনুষ্ঠানের অংশবিশেষ। শুনতে থাকুন কমিউনিটি রেডিও জেইউ 90.8 মেগাহার্টস।
আপনারা শুনছেন কমিউনিটি রেডিও জেইউ 90.8 মেগাহার্টজে। যাদবপুর বিশ্ববিদ্যালয়ের এই বেতার সম্প্রচার বিশ্ববিদ্যালয়ের টেকনিক্যাল এডুকেশন কোয়ালিটি ইমপ্রুভমেন্ট প্রোগ্রামের অংশ। সব রকম মানুষের প্রয়োজনে আমরা দায়বদ্ধ ভিন্ন ধরনের মননশীল অনুষ্ঠান প্রচারে। কমিউনিটি রেডিও জেইউ 90.8 মেগাহার্টজে।
শুনছেন যাদবপুর বিশ্ববিদ্যালয়ের নিজস্ব রেডিও স্টেশন 90.8 মেগাহার্টসে। অনুষ্ঠান কেমন লাগছে আমাদের জানাবেন। আপনারা আমাদের জানালে আমরা খুশি হব। 2414-6060 2414 6060 2414-6060 2414 6060।